If we want to create a borderless label printed edge to edge, we need to make the label size in the driver slightly larger than the real size. In this video, we will show from Dice Label. Select the printer and then click on Label. You can then select the printer properties. We are going to change the custom page. Instead of 750 to 380, this is my real label size, I'm going to add 1 mm or 1.5 mm, be able to print over the edge. In this case, I will print 760 tenths of a millimeter to 390 tenths of a millimeter. Press OK. Then we already get a small preview of the label. I see that I will have to make another adjustment because I see another white border around the black border. Press Next. Leave on Portrait. Press Next. Here we're going to have to make the adjustments. So the format from the driver has to match the format from the software. So in this case my width is 76 mm, even though my label is indeed 75 mm wide. But now 76, that way I can start overprinting, and then 39 high. Next, the margins. They need to be set to 0. Then I can press Next. You finally get a little summary. I first set it to the color label 910. This is the format from the software and this is the format from the driver, and everything matches, so that's good. To show borderless printing, I will add an image. I'm going to have to rescale slightly, otherwise I can't get it fully opaque on my label. It doesn't matter if your image is a little bit over the label, that will be cropped away, so that is not a problem. I can now give my print command. You print at least 2 labels. You press Print. We look at the last label printed. We see that there is still a white border on this edge, so we can still make the adjustment through Print Hub that it still adjusts the position of the image on the label. We open the Print Hub, and at Print Alignment we can now make the adjustment so that the label will be printed completely borderless. We see here the image of the printer, the paper part coming out of the printer, and the image of my label. We have seen in our print example that there was still a white border on the left side of the label on this side. So if you want to print more to the left, we're going to give the left margin offset in negative value, which is now set to 1.2. We set it to 0. The bottom of form is already set to 0. Should it be the case that there is also a white border at the top of the label or at the bottom of the label, then you also adjust the top of form. Negative going to come more to the front, positive going to print more to the back. You can print 2 labels again. We see the result. This is the last label printed, and we also see that all the edges are printed evenly, and that is how we should set it. This was the last label printed, and this was the first label printed. So you see now, thanks to changing the left margin offset, we have changed the position of the paper.